Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 2. You guys did a great job in week 1. I love meeting everyone. It's wonderful that we have such an array of different backgrounds and areas of study in this course. I really think it helps to make our discussion even richer. So we're going to jump right into week 2. This week, we're going to be learning about IFSPs, which is an individual family service plan, accommodations and modifications, family engagement, and then we're also going to be talking a little bit about universal design for learning. So first, let me give you a quick rundown of our learning materials. You're going to be reading information about IFSPs, about families. You're going to be looking at accommodations and modifications. And you're also going to be looking at the components of universal instruction. There are some videos for you to watch on all of these topics. And then there are a couple of websites for you to explore. One of them is going to help you find your parent information and training center or centers in your state. It's frequently referred to as a PTI, a parent training and information center, and you'll learn more about them as well. So for this week's discussion, you are going to be watching a brief video called Welcome to Holland. You're going to, in your discussion post, talk about your overall reaction to the video, anything that surprised you, and then make some connections with your personal experience and to this week's, and at least one connection to this week's readings or things that you've watched with the video. And then really talk about how you can support parents of children with identified special needs to make sure that they have positive educational outcomes, and thinking about how you can work to build those trusting relationships and to support those families. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I look forward to our discussion. For our assignment, we're going to be going back to accommodations and modifications, which I know can be a sort of complicated topic. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between accommodations and modifications. So I'm going to give you sort of my handy tip of how I weigh it. When I think of an accommodation, I think of a change in how something is being taught. For instance, if a child has preferential seating in a classroom, that's how they're being taught. If they have a modification, I'm thinking about the what. What is different in either what they're being taught or what is expected of them. So accommodations are the how, modifications change the what. So I hope that helps you as you do your assignment. I have given you a list of some accommodations and modifications, and you can use those as a jumping off point where you're going to be doing either a brief paper, 2 or 3 pages, or a brief 5-minute presentation. And you're going to be defining accommodations and modifications using the information from this week's learning materials or any other research that you've done. And then you're also going to explain the principles of universal design and how accommodations and modifications fit with that concept. And then finally, you are going to take at least one accommodation or modification and specifically talk about how that could be seen in the context of universal design. So I have given you the example of a ramp. If you have a ramp instead of stairs, everybody can get up the ramp. If you have stairs, someone in a wheelchair could not get up. So the ramp follows the components of universal design, whereas the stairs do not. So hopefully you can come up with some of your own examples of how accommodations and modifications intersect with the concept of universal design for learning. And while I'm speaking about universal design, I just want to let you know that this course is universally designed. And you can notice that by the variety of different ways for you to get information, and also the variety of different ways for you to be able to demonstrate your knowledge. That being said, if you have a way that is not listed for how you would like to demonstrate your learning, for instance, this week you can either do a presentation, and remember, presentation should have a recorded narration as well, or you can write a paper. But if you think of something that's not a presentation or a paper, send me an email and make your proposal. I would say 99% of the time, I will accept your way of wanting to demonstrate your learning. I just want to make sure that I know about it before you do it in case there's some component of it that won't meet the criteria for demonstrating your learning. So that being said, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to either post your questions in the Ask Your Instructor discussion board. That way, when I answer your question, if anybody else had the same question, they will benefit from the answer too. Or an email or a message through Canvas. I should get back to you within a couple hours. If for some reason I don't get back to you within 24 hours, please, please, please ping me again. I've had a couple instances where emails have just evaporated. And I never want to leave you hanging on whatever question that you have. So definitely, if you don't hear from me within a day, definitely send me a new message or a new email. I am looking forward to our discussion this week, to hear what all of you think about Welcome to Holland. And I hope you have a great week. Take care.